This thing is kind of high up. Jeez. We're gonna get started in a minute. Ooh. We'll get started in a minute. All right, get this music going. To come on up in here, because I'm already halfway trying to go to sleep. Welcome in, welcome in. Rough. I need to get in the shower. Need to do my hair. All right, so for tonight, because I don't want to wait too long, because I guess, with all the heat, it's all catching up to me. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hi, Shawnee. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate it. We're about to jump right in. I'm going to be doing McCall 7594 View C. This one right here with her in the pink. And the fabrics that I'm going to be using, I actually had I'm going to be using a Ponte knit fabric, but I'm also going to be using a, I think this is organza, or is it chiffon? I don't know. But this is the fabric, so this is a knit fabric I'm going to be using. This is the overlay that I will be using. I know both of them, they might not look it in here, but they are completely two different yellows. But putting them together, they really work out really well together. So don't be alarmed with that. I'm actually creating another video that kind of talks about this. So yeah, we're going to just leave that as that and go ahead and get started, because your girl is not going to be on here long. So we're going to start off with the dress part, and then we'll go with the overlay. So which piece is this actually? Oops, my pen back down. I marked it too. To see which piece was what. So this is the front. And this is the back. But I don't know why. Kind of put, yeah, I did kind of mark it. So E-stitch, I'm not sure why they really want us to do that, but so we're gonna put the front and back together, and we're going to sew down the side seams. So I need to find my pen so we can go ahead and start with that. Hey friend. If you make custom t-shirts, child, I said let me go ahead and get started because what I'm not gonna be on here is for long. So we got all the bots in here. They came to hang out until the real people get in here. Cause child, I is tired. I is tired. Alright, let me find my pens. So like I said, I'm actually creating another video that kind of talks about the different, about these two yellows. They are completely two different color yellows, but they still work together. So, yeah, sometimes, you know, my rule of thumb is it don't have to be matchy-matchy. It just needs to make sense. And this is one of those times where that's going to be. So, friend, is it raining where you at? Because it's still raining. And when I say it was raining hard, like hard, I was like, this rain is showing up and showing out. So, I don't know where this heavy downpours is coming from. Hey, Diane. But it is really, yeah. And it's like out of nowhere, you know, of course the sky, you know, gets dark, but then it just pours. It's like, you know, remember back in the days, like you could smell the rain coming, then the wind blowing, like it went through a whole phase. Now, it's like the forecast told you we was coming, so don't be surprised when we show up, because it's like, yeah, this rain is coming out like crazy. So I was like, it's one of those ones, you get caught out there, you're gonna get drenched. It's like, it is one of those. So we'll see how this live, hopefully it holds up. I mean, I haven't had any issues, you know, with anything as of yet, but you know, I don't know. We'll have to see. So, you said you got heat. I think we all have heat. I think the heat, none of us is escaping that part, friend. But hot and heat, humid, so like it's a lot happening. So, and then too, speaking of, while we're talking about the rain and stuff, what do y'all even think about like these floods? That flood in Texas, baby, that is not normal, okay? Like, I ain't trying to be like a conspiracy therapist, or what are you, theorist, whatever. Is that a word? Because y'all know I be making up words, but nonetheless, I pay attention, and I'm like, this stuff ain't normal. So we need to, you know, get our lives together. Because we don't know the day, the time, nor the hour, honey. It is a lot happening that, yeah. And I was looking at an article where they was like, it just, like the water just came up out of nowhere. But I'm like, the way how it just been raining, it has been, it's crazy. Yeah, it is sad, but it's like, I've been seeing like too many situations where water, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's crazy because we need water to live, but water can also kill you. You know what I mean? Like on the flip side of it too. And so it's like it's a lot happening around water. You know, before it was the whole thing with fires. You know, now it's water. So I'm like, is people paying attention outside of myself? Okay, because I'm paying attention. Is anybody else paying attention, or is it just me? But it is something going on. So something we should take heed to. I'm just saying. So remember last week I was asking y'all about should I go ahead for the fashion show. I did wind up going and telling the lady that I was going to do it. I said I would be down with doing it. Just let me know the information when she becomes available. So I never heard nothing back from it. So if it works out, it does. If it does not, you know, it does not. But nonetheless, I did put it out there. So that is going to be the thing. People gonna be rolling in here late today, ain't gonna, but it's all good. Thank y'all for being here, because I'm telling you, your girl is tired. I've been up this last few nights, but it's been working. It's been good stuff. It's not like I've been up because I couldn't sleep and a lot on my mind, you know, type. Was nothing like that. It's just more so getting some stuff done. And as a creative, you gotta get it in when you can, because it doesn't last, you know, all the time. So I got to take advantage of that now and make sure I'm writing everything down and so when I have those slow times where nothing seems to be, hey Chris, when nothing seems to be flowing like it needs to, I can go back and pull up on that stuff. So. And then not to mention, you know, we say that like life be life, and that can mean so much to, it can mean something different for all of us. You know what I mean? And so one of my main focus was really trying to just show love. You know what I mean? Be love and show love. You know what I'm saying? You got to be it first if you really want it, because I'm sure we ain't going to get all into that, but I just think this is really a time where authenticity, like, allow that to shine. Just be who you are. I know I said, I remember years ago, especially when I got on social media, I was so hyped to like see different stuff and be commenting on people's stuff and be like, oh my God, this is so cool. You know what I mean? And then, you know, as times go on, like people used to give it like real special. I feel like Instagram had really became like very like standoffish at one point. It's much better now, but like it was really like bougie, you know what I mean? Like everything. Do y'all remember the time, the era where your page, like the colors and everything needs to be in sync and all that crazy nonsense? And you know, like going through all of that. And so I used to always, I'm like, it's cool, you know, if you like something, you telling people like, hey, you know, I really dig this, I like this or whatever. And it's kind of like, if you could see them do the things, like they kind of turning their nose up type thing. So as time go on, I was like, man, I ain't got time for this. And I stopped doing all that. But I'm so happy that I just got back. I said, you know what? How people receive like the love I'm trying to give, that's on them. You know what I mean? Like it ain't taking nothing away from me from being me. You know what I mean? If people want to be all like, yeah, that's gonna be on them, okay? Because I was like, let me get back to the things that I love and what I like doing. Like, who doesn't like to be loved on? You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like a love bombing in your DM, like, hey, no, nothing like that. But if I see something that's cute, I'm like, hey, girl, that's cute. Like, oh, hey, friend, you know, so, yeah, that really felt good to me because I just enjoy doing it. I think we all need encouragement sometimes, and y'all know how I feel about motivation, but we all, you know, every now and then it helps because you just can't live by it. You know what I mean? But we all need to be inspired, motivated, encouraged, because you just never know. You just really never know. And there've been so many different things that's going on. And it's always like at a time where it's so much happening. Like these next couple of weeks is going to be crazy busy for me. Even though I prepare, it's like even when you prepare, you can't. You only can do the best you can because you don't know what's going to happen or what to expect. So you only can be as prepared as you possibly could be. But long as you put the effort in, then So I said it's cool. I'm not looking at it like, oh my God, I gotta. I'm just like, all right, well, I don't know how we're gonna swing it, but we're gonna swing it. Okay, it's gonna get done. That's the one thing I do know. It's gonna get done. Now, exactly how and what order, I don't know that for it. I don't know that. But what I do know is that it will get done. It will get done. So that's the main, like that is the main thing for me, like in this present moment, outside of my family, not like my, me and my kids, but I'm just family. Perry is going through something really, new to us all, but it's like really not my place to share, so I really can't. But just know that there's some stuff going on, and when I can, I definitely will. But yeah, it's just a lot, and I'm just like, sometimes it's like, whew, I need to just come up for air, or just hide out just for a little bit. But nonetheless, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it pumping. Now, one thing that I want to say that I was super, like, it just came at the right time is that, and I hope y'all are definitely participating in pattern the hackathon for the month of July. Is 5 different categories you can choose from. Chris is here, Unsocial. She has all the deets on the page, the rundown of everything, all the questions you may think about asking. I'm pretty sure she covered it because she was real thorough with these videos. And plus, I just actually watched one a day, so she even has one for each week and giving ideas on how you can hack. So if you was even confused about how to do a hack, that she gave some really cool ideas on how to hack. Next week, me and my girl Dinette is we're up for menswear. So she dropped a video today sharing about I believe it was 5 different patterns that ideas that you could choose from to hack, which was really great ideas. So y'all know I love hacking. I've been hacking for a long time, and I didn't even know, like, and I don't even think I even knew what the terminology was at that point. It was just like I always got a pattern. A lot of times I wore patterns to change them. Like I used the big 5 patterns as my base, and then I went and just did my own little thing. So now, not the threads one is not. Come on, what we don't want to do is be playing around with this. Yeah. So please, and if those that watch the replay, because I do know some people come back and watch the replay, that you have time to join in on this hackathon. Okay? But this week is all about black magic. And it's so crazy that I'm just posting in my stories and like hyping up the week 2 hackers, and come to find out they are using my pattern. My pattern for hackathon. When I tell you, y'all, I was like this close, like crying. I was super emotional. I was super emotional because for one, I was shocked. I really was like, I was really shocked and surprised. Didn't see it coming. I was just watching the video and just like, oh, let me see what they're, talking about and this, that, or whatever. And then Kizzy sent a message. And I'm like, girl, what is you talking about? I'm watching the video. And come to find out, when it gets closer to the end, I just see my name. I was like, you would have thought, like, it came at such a good time. Because man, I'm going to tell you, oh, gosh. It was really something. It really did something to me. So I said, anytime they tag me or show me whatever, I was like, I'm going to be on it because I want to see how they do it. And one thing about the Harmony Peplum bow, I said it can be hacked so many different ways. And not only that, which made it extra special, is because I didn't do the traditional way of doing a pattern. What I did was sell you my intellectual property and showed you how to do it. That way you can make any size. If you want to make it for anybody, you know exactly how to do it. and don't have to worry about trying to fit them in that just that size grid. You can actually create it your own self. So I wasn't sure like how well that was going. Not this. Come on, y'all. Now this thing. Now this my thread is deciding that it does not want to cooperate. Let me see. I might need to change the needle though. But anyway, like I was saying, that how does it go over well, because I just give you all the measurements. And I know in pattern for bags, that's common, but not so much in sewing pattern. So, but I mean, it was something I tried, said we'll see what happens, whatever. But I mean, I sold about 75 of them, so I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad for your girl's first pattern. And then for it to be featured in a challenge was like, it's so dope to me. Like, it's so dope to me. And I'm super honored because they could have picked anybody, okay? And they picked me. So that is super exciting. That really kind of boosted my spirit some. So yeah, we have to find the joys in the small things as well as the big things. That's a big thing for me. It might be small or seem small to somebody else, but I am super honored for that. And then tag teaming, and we up next for next week. So very interesting. Very interesting for sure. But nonetheless, we are here. We are here. Yeah. And yes, I still have a lot of work to do for next week, but trust and believe me, it will get done. It seemed like it was so long ago. I remember thinking like, oh my God, it's like a month and a half away, and here we are. Like, we're in it. Just said, like, where does the time go? Like, we are here. So next thing you know, these kids will be back in school. Whew, y'all probably hear me. Hey, Armina. Hey, Fee. Thank y'all for joining in. We are still at the beginning stages. You have not missed much at all. I'm still just sewing up. This is a real easy. It's not even a lot of steps to this. I think it might be like 12, honestly. 11. So the main parts is because of, where is this, y'all? I was calling it organza. You know, I don't be knowing fabrics like that. This is going to be the thing because you got to do French seams for that to enclose that. So that's really what will be more of time, because, you know, time. I'm going to sew this down, and then I need to try it semi-on only to see how it's fitting. Because it doesn't fit. It seems like, I mean, she's standing in such an awkward way, but it seems like it's a semi-loose fit anyway. That's what it's giving to me. Like, it doesn't seem like it's like super fitted because of the overlay. That would be probably a little awkward. So I think we'll be all right. I think we will be all right. So for those that are here, are y'all joining in? It's several challenges going on. I know BSN extended their challenge so that people could participate in the Black Magic Week. I know Grace has a challenge going on. I didn't even know about an Ankara Week, child. I just can't keep up with everything. But I've been seeing people post about it. Armina did the whole, child, she did a whole spread on her page about Ankara Week. So if you want details to know all about that, check out Armina. She did a whole spreadsheet. Like, she breaks it down. I was like, I be missing When I get more time that I can really get into it, then it's like I tap in a little bit, try to tap into a little bit of everything. That's how I even do my own personal stuff too. Like it's a lot of line dancing events and stuff going on. I just got to get in where I fit in because I can't. I was like, y'all going where? Doing what? When? Yeah, I love Ankara too, friend. You said you trying to keep up with her. Arvita was like, when she finally got, put her page up there, I said, this girl done jumped in and she's swimming, okay? Backstroking and everything. I ain't mad at it. This homegirl, she got her stuff together when it comes to YouTube. Chris, if you still here, I have a question. I'm going to just send you a message after, if not tonight, then tomorrow. Because I got a question for you about YouTube. I noticed something that you do with your videos that I absolutely love. But I'm like, I don't know. I kept, for one night, I was like up a long time trying to Google, but I didn't even know how to ask the question to figure out. And they was giving me everything but what I needed. And every time I watch it, I'm like, she does it in all her videos. Like, I'm going to ask her because I was like, I'm like, duh. You know how sometimes you just have them like, oops, upside your head moments? Like, I was like, duh, I just need to ask her because I just love how you, and I know people use different tools to create their videos, but it's not about that. It's about something that you do on your videos that I know is done in YouTube Studio, but I just don't know the proper name for it, and I don't know, girl. I don't know, but I was like, yeah. But as I always say, like I try to get around and check out everybody's videos when I can. Fee, do you purposely, because some of your videos, like your comments be, or I be ready. I'm like, girl, I be wanting to say something to you and I can't. And then I feel like I said it, and then another video I was able to post, I was able to say something. So I was like, are you purposely doing that or you don't know that it's doing it? I mean, if you're purposely doing it, that's cool. But I was like, I be ready to say something and I'm like, girl, the comments is not, I can't say nothing. Huh, I be so irked. Like, put the comments on. But no, if you want to have them off, that's fine. But if not, yeah. Okay, Chris. Yeah, I'm like, you do it on your like you do it literally on every video. So it's clearly something that is a part of. You said great. It's all right, Fred. But I was like, when you come, because I have no way of telling you if I so I just be like, I be so hyped to say something that I can't. I be like, but then another video I was able to do it, so I was like, okay, she must have saw my message, and then we're back. I said, okay, now we're back to this again. So there's that. But I do, like, when I have my little downtime, instead of, like, watching a show or something, I'll go on YouTube. I'd rather watch my friends, give them some watch time. And, I just try to find a way to get it, to get it in. But I also say, too, listen, if y'all see video, if you don't watch my stuff. If you don't like, you don't have to. Like, it's not one of those things. I enjoy all different types of videos. Like, I know everybody is not on here like doing like lifestyle and stuff. It might be just focused on sewing, and that's fine. But everybody has like their own kind of style, and that's what I like. Is I'm like, I do not want to keep seeing the same thing, like the same style but a different person. Like, I'm next. I'm gonna go to the next one. But all right, this will be fine. It's over my clothes, so it looks crazy, but I just needed to make sure what the fit was going to be. Good enough. Yeah, you know what? Because, like, prime example, when we get off this live, all of my lives, for whatever reason, go to private. And I have to, after it downloads, I have to remember, hey, Brooke, I have to remember to go back in and set it to public. I don't know why. Because Tyjeri said that doesn't happen to her, but I've tried every which way, and it still does that for me. So I'm just like, okay, well, it is what it is. But, yeah, and there's so much to learn. Like, there's so many other things I need to learn when it comes to YouTube. But I'm like, I'm not going to stress out in due time. I feel like I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? So, You said, dang, this going fast. What? Well, this, it's only 4 pieces to this thing anyway. But what's next? I need to do the side, the overlay for. So y'all, this is the. So now we getting ready to do the overlay. This one is the front. I'm about to say which piece gonna be the front and what's the back, but like, they are completely different. So which part do I do first? I don't even know why they didn't just do the back like on the fold, because of the like. Why give me an extra seam to have to do a French seam on if I didn't have to? You know what I mean? I didn't even think about that. I should have just did it on a fold. But you know, just following an instructor. That's how sometimes you really got to look over stuff, because sometimes they don't be like they stuff don't be making sense. Turn. Wait. Finish shoulder. What do you mean? Now I looked at this a few times and I had it together earlier, and now I'm confused again just on how I'm gonna finish off these pin fronts and back side, turn shoulder. Seam line press. Oh, so I'm just supposed to press the shoulders, but okay, moving on. Well, I'll go back to that. Hey, Janine. You're welcome. Fee, what you mean? Yes, you are what? I don't even remember what I was saying, so I don't know what you're talking about. Stitch, okay, stitch front overlay to back overlay at side. Oh, that's why they want us to do 1 and 1 at side. But here's the thing, right? So let's just put these in here to make sure he's the front, because the front and back kind of look the same. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes going live, my brain literally will be like you ain't never did this before. Something that be super simple, and now it becomes a whole complicated situation for no reason. But this is what they want. So this is the overlay. This is what we're doing. So I need to pin this so that we can create the French seam. I was going to do this like offline, like ahead of time, but if I would have did this part, the line would be over. So I was like, well, this is mainly the thing, so we'll do it here. Oh, thank you, friend. Hey, Carol. Hey, friend. Hey. But I'm not even gonna hold you. I enjoy doing YouTube because it gives you an opportunity. You know, YouTube is more of a long form, so it just gives you time to kind of like talk. You know what I mean? Mingle. Get out what you want to say, and not trying to have these quick little videos and just trying to get it done. You know. So I know for me, I wanted to share a little bit more of my process, because people would say to me, I get often, but I never really paid it much attention. And that's why I would say to you, believe in yourself, believe in the little quirks, all the little things that's about you that you may feel, or this could be me, just me. But if it's not, like, I'm like, let me help you, help me, help us, okay? Like all those little quirky things, or if it's not quirky, it's just you, but sometimes maybe people didn't always get it and didn't understand you, and you just have this way about how you do your stuff. Keep doing it. Do you. Do you. Because for so many years, I didn't, hacking, I just have an eye for certain things, right? So I can even in people, I need to work on that though, because the people, we'll get to that. We'll come back to that. Because I got to tell y'all something. So don't let me forget when I was walking yesterday. I said, I'm going to share it when I go live. I wasn't going to put it in my stories. So just make sure, don't let me forget. Because y'all know how my mind gets sometimes. But, darn, I said, don't let me forget. Now I'm about to forget what I was just talking about, child. This just be too much. This just, whoo, child, this be too much. But, what was I saying? Oh, about I would look at patterns, and like I said earlier, I will buy patterns not for the actual pattern. It was like, oh, I see something else that I can use to create something within that pattern. So that's why one day when I get my house and say, y'all gonna see all the patterns that I have, and don't judge. Just what they say, we look, but we don't judge. Yeah, don't judge. But a lot of times, and I will buy extra ones because I always thought about when I'm hacking, and at that time, I would just cut up the pattern. I wouldn't get other paper and recreate. And then after a while, I was like, girl, get you some paper, not pattern paper, because that paper was too expensive just to have some dots on there. So I would get, paper from Lowe's or Home Depot, the painting paper, and use that. And so that's how I started doing hacks. And people be like, how the heck you get that from that? And I'm like, I don't know. But I just could see it. So, I mean, that's not something I don't think I really could teach. But it's kind of like, whatever, like I said, whatever your thing is, just, like what they say, express yourself. Just do it. I'm getting more comfortable in doing it. I'm not going to say I'm 100% there, but I will say I am well on my way. And it's so freeing. Like, it's just so freeing because I just do me. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I just don't care. And you know what I mean? I just don't care. And it's so much better because I used to always think, oh, if I post this or if I already posted this, and too much. I am an overthinker. I'm working on that. Okay, I'm an Aquarius. I'm an air sign. I'm a thinker child. And yeah, it gets on my nerves sometimes. But it is what it is. And like I said, I'm working on it. But you get to a point where it's just like, I'm just going to do me. I don't care. So by hackathon happening this month, I was going through my phone because I had to clear out some stuff because my phone was acting shady. It was like, sis, you're going to have to remove some stuff because you can't bring nothing else back in here. So I'm going through and I'm looking at all these videos. Oh, you do? Thank you, Armina. I'm going through all these videos. I'm like, oh, I remember when I made this. Oh, look at this hack. Oh, look at this hack. Oh, so y'all going to see some oldies but goodies. Some of them will be new because some of y'all are like newer friends, like within the last few years. So these are hacks that were done years ago. But I said, I'm going to share. I'm going to reshare them. You know what I mean? Because they're like way down my timeline. Some of them may be newer, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm still going to repost them because they put a smile on my face. And so I said, well, they might put a smile on somebody else's face. And so, yeah, I said, I went through that whole Kanye rant to say, back to what I was saying, like, child, just do you. Because I'm noticing even with people doing their videos, especially on YouTube, you get to see more of their personality. Like, you really get to see more of people's personality. More so than you would on a 30-second or a minute little clip. You know what I mean? And I'm like, look at my friends out here. And then us still being older, starting channels and doing it, I just think is amazing. Like, because you always think of like the little youngins, and we still young, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, I ain't calling you no old head, because I'm probably older than a lot of y'all anyway. But not everybody, but enough. I'm probably like in the middle. But anyway, people be getting all little I ain't calling nobody old, but for us to be to not be in our 20s and just out here making content and doing all these things, I think is dope. Like when I was walking today, I saw a man. He had like a little, what is the remote control? How the remote control cars? He had a remote control. What's that thing called? Little boat, and he was right there at the end of the water, and so the boat is just flying, all in the water and stuff. And I was like, I didn't take a video of him, but I wanted to, not so much to show him, but to show like it's all right to tap into the kid. Like who said because when you become grown, like you can't tap into those things that you like as a child. You know what I mean? And it was just so cute. He was just so happy just here with his remote control little yacht in that water. Having a good old time though while that thing's splashing through the water. You said that, girl. Now the emotion part, don't. Yeah. I'm working on that, y'all. So I had a video out. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not even gonna get into a whole lot of detail. But my girl Tydri don't miss a beat. Okay. So she and another person was already up on. I said, God darn, I didn't even have a chance to really let it soak in because it's something very new to me. Like I can be vulnerable, but in some certain areas it's still a little touchy for me. So I'm working through it. But I had a command, okay, from Abba Father, and I was not playing around, y'all. I said, ooh, let me go ahead and do what I was told to do or else. You know how you had on moments where you be like, I don't know how people be playing with God like that, but not me. Not me. That ain't the type of bold side that I'm on. But I'm working through it, but it's some work. But I think it's also is going to help me to be more on my feminine side. Like I don't want to be, I ain't trying to be nuck if you buck all my life. You know what I mean? So yeah, it helps, but it's work. And for all my girlies out there that are super feminine and stuff, don't let nobody take that from you. Because a sister like me is trying to get over to that side. Like I have feminine ways, but I also understand to really operate in your femininity, you really have to be in a place where it's safe to do so. You know what I'm saying? So, I think a lot of times for women who have supportive husbands and stuff like that, it's easy for them to be able to do that, or supportive partner, you know what I mean? Supportive family, those type of things that, it allows you to be able to do that. But I always say for me, like, even when I talked about like being a single mom, I didn't really like to go heavy into it because I'm like, I'm not asking nobody to pity me. You know what I mean? But it's my story. You know what I'm saying? And I even had to get past that part of it. And so, getting past that part, I had to just realize like, girl, you was the protector. You know what I mean? You had to hold it down. So yeah, you're not going to be like, oh my God, please get away from my kid. Like, no, you got to like, I said what I said. You know what I mean? And I smile a lot too, so people be saying that, talking about, yeah, she crazy, because how you smiling at it, but I don't know, but you call it what you want, but I do smile. I'm a smiler anyway. But I be serious too, like, you know what I mean? Just yeah. But I had to be, you know what I mean? I had to protect my kids, and I had to protect myself, so. But now, 3 out of the 4 is grown. 1 more left. We almost there. And so, yeah, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready. Yeah, right. But you were saying, that's why I was over here too, like, me too, friend, me too. Like, yeah, it really is a thing. But what I'm happy about is I finally around people that don't mind talking. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't talking about it like that. But it's like, I was like, I can't live, like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate my mom, you know what I mean, and my grandmom, and, back in the day, but that's, they did what they could do. And, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't want to live like that. And guess what? I don't have to. Oh, I'm still doing a zigzag stitch, y'all. I'm wondering, like, why is this taking... Yes, and I did stop midway. Yeah, I sure did. I sure did. I'm doing a zigzag stitch on this darn thing. I forgot to change it. I'm like, why does this seem like... Yeah. But anyway, we're going to keep on. But I do. And so part of that is, of course, one of the things I like to do is like to get dressed. Like I literally, the other night, my girlfriend was having, she did an impromptu oxtail dinner. And I was like, you know what? I've been in the house the whole weekend. I had already took my shower. All I need to do was throw something on. And I did. She's like, is this what you call throwing something on? But it wasn't really nothing that serious. If you saw my stories when I was dancing and all that, then... Yeah, I was like, yeah, but I'm being intentional. Like, when I go out, I don't care where I'm going now. I'm going to be cute. I'm going to be cute. Outside of me working out stuff, that part will be the same. Because, like, workout clothes, no shade. Some of them they be cute, but they be too expensive. I said, the sweating? Maybe if I was on some type of, like, plant, like, doing something that required all that. But the sweat, like... Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna stick to Wally World. I'm gonna stick to my, you know what I mean, by stuff. Walmart be having some really good workout clothes for my price. So yeah, but outside of that, girl, I'm getting dressed. I am getting dressed. I got a couple of dresses that I had got off a TikTok shop. Three of them. I think one is more of a fall one though, because I've been had that. And it was kind of brown. It's almost like my skin complexion, which I wanted to do like a nude type of thing. And that's kind of giving that, but I have to kind of, because that's not normally my thing. So I still try to do stuff that's really kind of like out of the box for me. So that's one. And then I have another dress. And then I have this one dress that y'all wait till y'all see that one. I ain't too keen on like the material all that well because it shows... Like, they could have put a small little lining in there. But, you know, y'all know how we are when we see stuff. And it's like, But it's always for me to come like, but the concept was nice. So I'm going to see what I can do with it. But that's one of my like, get 'em girl, like, type of dress. Like, a real bold ass one. I don't know where I'm going to be wearing that to. I have to find a place. But, yeah, that's one of those ones when you popping out and showing nigglets. We're just going to say nigglets. It's one of those like, I'm that B. Yes, one of those. So, that. But again, that's all a part of me just trying to tap into that. And, you know, I know it's an inside job. It starts from the inside out. I'm a true believer of that. I've always have been. Where is... This sewing room, here we go. I'm about to say I got stuff everywhere. But while we are, you know, it's a process. So while we're working through the process, we still can look cute working through the process. That's all I'm saying. And that's what I plan to do. You said, girl, get dressed and take out the garbage. Child, right. My dumpster, like for my trash, is literally right outside my door. It's right across the street from me. But yeah, it's like now you don't need, just get dressed and go. I used to do that. I used to do that during the pandemic when nothing was open. And it was like, I just cannot keep sitting in this house. And at that time, I was living with my parents then. And my stepfather was still alive then, so you can only imagine. Some people know what I mean by that. But yeah, it was horrible. It was like, I was like, is this what prison, like, it was horrible. But nonetheless, so I would go out, get cute to run to the store real fast, just for my sanity. Yeah. So, and now, you know, it's more so is I'll find little places to go. Now, one thing about me, I'm not super, if somebody comes up and talk to me, then I'm kind of okay. Because one time I went out one time and I just said, I'm sorry, if somebody's sitting here, and the guy was like, oh no, you know, you can go ahead and sit down. And we had a good old time conversation. He definitely, I definitely picked up some stuff with him, but it didn't really matter because it just was a conversation. We didn't exchange no numbers. He did ask to take me out, and I was like, um, but he was like, we would have so much fun together. I'm sitting here like, yep, but nope. Um, but yeah, so if somebody was sick, but I'm not going up. I'm not one of those ones like my girlfriend. She can go by herself anywhere because she just be talking to people. That ain't me. I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm not gonna be doing that. It ain't. I get a few drinks in me, and I'll be a little bit more social, but I'm still not. Yeah. So that really be my thing. I don't mind. Like I'll go eat by myself and stuff, but I personally just don't like hanging out like by myself like that because I'm just not that so that's a little boring for me. I'm like I can stay home and do this. Like I don't gotta go out. Dude, that's just a little weird for me, you know. But yeah. So let me show y'all if you're not familiar with French seams. I hope I'm telling you this right. So I sold it now. You cut it close to the thing, and yeah, it's a little jagged edged, but don't. So now, okay. So what you want to do, right? Is not what I just did, but we're gonna have to. You're supposed to put the wrong sides together. I'm like, why something's not right? Cause see, I'm so used to put. I was supposed to put the wrong sides together and then flip it, but child. I did it the wrong way. So I'll show you on the back seam for this one. Well, yeah, it's nothing. I'm definitely not taking that out. So I'm gonna just leave that like that. We should have enclosed it, but yeah, I totally did that wrong. So I'm gonna do the other side just as wrong as I did this side, only because like, what's the point? You said what made me say no for the guy? Oh, because he said he was a nurse and it just landed in his lap. So I said, okay. And then I was talking to LaShawn one day. She's like, you gotta watch out for them nurses because they are met. I said, child, isn't that for all men for the most part? Like people? Like, but the thing of it is, no, you got to take nothing fell in your lap, sir. And he was like overexcited. Plus, he was talking about like his kids, and then he was so hyped about, he lived right near the thing. But when I saw, I don't know how did I get his ID, but for some reason he showed me his ID and he had a ID. He didn't have a driver's license. So yeah. You know what I mean? It's like Clue. Like me, I'm one of those people. Like I really do put 2 and 2 together to get 4. You know what I'm saying? But I really dissect stuff and stuff. I was like, sure, it's too many question marks going on in this little conversation that we're having. And I don't know if he realized that I'm picking all this up. He just talking and happen. And I love for men to just talk, honey. Just talk. Just talk. And so he was talking away, and I was like, can we go out? Like, what I'm gonna have to do? Pick you up? Like, nah. Nope. So, but it served the purpose for that night. But this was a while. This was a while ago. But let me tell you what happened yesterday. I said I'm gonna save it for here because y'all be here with me. So I was like, this ain't, I'm not trying to create these little stories. But yesterday I went and walked at my old park where I first started my walking at. And so once I got finished walking, now mind you, I had just talked to my mom earlier that day because I had some things that's going on. I would just say this: when it comes to men right now, they something must be going on because they just not acting right. And I'm not talking because I'm not in like no kind of relationship enough, so it ain't nothing like, oh, me and my boyfriend broke up. I don't have a boyfriend. It's nothing like that. But it's just a couple of different scenarios that happen, and I realized the common denominator in them all are men. And so I was like, yeah, I'm good. I was like, shout out to my girls that like hold it down and really got nice, strong relationships like around the board. But I was like, I'm good right now. I just let me just do what I need to do and do. But I just don't have time. I'm like these guys. I don't know what's going on with them. Like, what is this? The irregulars like that came down? Like, remember how it was at Fruit of the Loom? Like they had the irregulars. I don't know if other brands had them, but I know Fruit of the Loom did it. And I'm like, what is this? The irregulars that's going on? Because it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I still have hope. I still have hope that we will have uh, a nice batch of men that come on down like these floods is coming. Okay, maybe you know what? I'm gonna save that because that might be. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll save that next comment for another time because I don't want nobody to be all sensitive to their feelings and stuff, child. But anyway, so I was walking yesterday. When I got done, and it's been hot. Y'all see my videos, and I'm just sweating, looking a hot mess. But I'm like, I don't care. That's what it is. That's what you look like. You know what I mean? And so I get back to my car. Now, mind you, my air doesn't work in my car. So, I immediately go in and roll the windows down. My car is pushing almost 300,000 miles, okay? So all my cars, his name was Essence. So, I'm like, Essence is holding on. But anyway, so I go to my car. I get my water out because my water is nice and, it's starting to, like, melt really good. Get a sip of water. And this guy comes up. And he says, I thought he said something when I was getting in the car. But I'm sitting here like he couldn't have possibly said something to me, see me drenched and sweating. And like, you see I'm trying to get in my car because I had my headphones on. So I just so happened to turn around and I see him looking, but again, not really thinking nothing of it. So I gets in my car. He gets out his car, comes over and say, you look familiar. In my head, I'm just like this. So I'm just like, I said, yeah, I get that a lot, but I'm never the person who they think I am. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be nice while I was trying to catch my breath and trying to drink my water because your girl was parched. And then he said, well, do you work at Christiana Hospital? No. I was like, no, I don't. Right? Because now I'm getting annoyed. I'm like, no, I don't. And then he said, okay, because you look like familiar. You look like somebody, I think he said like somebody's name or something like that. But I'm like, nigga, didn't I just tell you? It ain't me. It's not me. And then he was like, oh, well, you're very beautiful. Thank you. Can I take you out on a date? No, you cannot. No. And he was like, well, just like a little casual something, not just a little friendly. I was like, no, thank you. Now it's not the time. And this is just how my face was. At least I think this is how my face. It might have been like, because I don't be knowing what my face be doing. I be thinking it's a cool face, but it may not be. So I was just like, no, thank you. And he was like, well, oh man, you're just really beautiful. And he's like, do you come here often? I do not. Oh wow. Well, he was like, okay then. All right. Hey, Elisa. Not in your head or your face. I don't know. Like, I thought I had a nice face, but the way how I'm looking at y'all don't seem like it. But that dude did not care. But what I will say about that man, I appreciate his boldness to just come up to me with, like, hey, I seen you somewhere before. Like, you ain't seen me. And he didn't even look like he was trying to walk. He had on, look like work clothes. So, what is you doing? Is this your new thing? Like, you know what I mean? He did not have on workout clothes. And he doesn't look like he work out. Oh, and he was like a foreigner, which I don't mind, foreigners, a little something. But child, I had to call my mom. We was cracking up because I just told her, and I said, and this is the crazy part. Next week I'm doing hackathon. I'm doing men's week, and I'm just like, so y'all hear a little, not that, but if me even just making a little hinting about men, because I was like, I said, God, is this another one of your little jokes? Because I really believe that God plays joke, like the universe, however, whatever you subscribe to, all of the above. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. But I'll be like, are you playing games? Because, like, what is going on here? What is going on here? So, but yeah, he sure did. And he got right back in his car. So I said, well, did he pull over just to come say something to me? Because you ain't get your steps. I at least should have told him, at least you need to get your steps in or something, sir. Talking about you come here up. No, you're not gonna be coming stalking me. And I'm glad it was over at that park and not my one that I generally walked at all the time. But I was like, no thank you. Like, no thank you. I'm good. She probably knowing him and waiting came to somebody else and said the same thing, right? And he was like, oh man, you're just really beautiful. Thanks. Like, I want to say, I know. Yeah. But that's not how I was raised. Just say thank you. But the answer is no, 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 no. No, no, hell no. And I said, oh no. Nope, nope, nope. I thought that was the funniest. I said, oh wow. Ha, no. Mm-mm. Nope. But I did get a good laugh out of that, though. I thought it was very humorous. And I was just going off. I'm like, why do men, like, what is wrong with them? And my mom be like, well, child, men, they always just say men would be men. I said, was that y'all line back in the day? Like, y'all hold these niggas accountable for nothing. Like, no, just man will be. What does that mean? I said, ooh, it cannot be me, honey. It cannot be me. It cannot be me. Sorry, y'all. I said the N-word. That's how I be talking, so, I try to clean it up and say niglet, but, sometimes it just don't work out that way. So, but yeah, I thought that was funny, y'all. I really thought that was funny. And then he gonna try to break it down like, well, just like a casual. I'm like want to say like business casual, like you just came to the park. Like you had a park. Like what is you doing here? You're not walking, so what are you here for? But I was like, no. Nope. But even at my other park, there be people that be going past that, they like little lookers, you know what I mean? But when I go to walk, even when I be walking past people, like if they speak, but I, just kind of nod and keep going, like, because I be there to get my steps in and roll out. I'm not there. People out there with their friends and their little stroll, and they, yeah, and like, no. Mm-mm. I'm there to walk and to leave. Sometimes too, and that's a time where I can watch, catch up on some videos of people or stuff like that. But unless I'm listening to a podcast. But child, I be. But like I said, I'm open to meeting new people. But when I'm ready, you know, just when I'm ready, that, nah, nah. We got to be careful nowadays, because folks is crazy. So, yeah, y'all, that was my little amusement. Oh, it was something else. I screenshotted it too. I'm gonna show y'all and see what y'all think about it. Because I know I've said before, like, I'm over these little punchlines. If you can't break that down, then they just words, y'all. And we living in time, we need substance. All that little cute, leave the cuteness to the outfits, honey, when we get dressed. But when we dealing with life, we need substance. The meat and the potatoes, okay? And if you vegan, child, get the vegetables and the potatoes, okay? Okay. But it's, you know, a metaphor. You get what I mean. But we really do. We really do. Yeah, I'm just cutting this. I definitely messed this up, but yeah, it'll be all right. I mean, I can always cut it off and redo it, but it's not that serious. For this. This was more, this outfit was more of like a, I won't call it a demonstration, but like, again, just playing around with different fabrics and trying something different. It wasn't like a major, like, oh, I gotta wear this for something, or I was doing something with it. All right. To him, we're not doing to him yet though. Turn in. Are we gonna do the back? They don't even say. I don't even know why they even have you do it this way. Such a weird way to do it, but okay. That's the front. So this would be the back. Oh, hold on. Yeah, this is the front on this side. I think I marked it. I see it says to stitch. All right, so we're going to do it the right way for this back stitch. So you're going to put wrong sides together. Child, y'all definitely jacked that up. You're going to put wrong sides together to stitch down. And then hold on, I just want to make sure. Yeah, we're going to do some we're going to do the French seam on the back. Even I don't know why they didn't just do this on the fold. I really don't, but anywho, so it is wrong sides together. And that's what I'm doing. get ready to do that. Let me show y'all my dream bathroom. I even saved it. If I was gonna put it in my stories, but I didn't want nobody to get my. Do y'all see that? I know my ring light is trying to be center stage here, but can y'all see that? When I saw that, I said, and I love me a deep tub. You know, nowadays, a lot of houses, they don't even have it no more. I'm like, y'all don't know the essence of submerging your body into water. Our bodies need that. Okay? Stop taking out y'all tubs and just getting showers. No. The devil is a liar. Y'all need them baths. Yeah, 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 yeah. We need them baths, honey. You like it? And it's, I said, so I said I have to keep that, have that on my board. Like, I need that. I need that. So I have two things. All right. So the other thing I wanted to say, because I wanted to read, I saw this on, this is, to me, is another punchline. I mean, it's packed, but it's like, which I'm pretty sure the person that posted that is more depth to it, but they didn't like expand upon it. So I was like, okay. We need to talk about this a little bit. So it said, today I realized that I fell in love with people who needed to be loved, not with people who could love me back. And something inside me stopped hurting. Did y'all hear what I said, or do I need to read that again? Yes, Elisa. Okay, master bedroom. But you know now, you're not even allowed to say that anymore, like realtors. You can't say that anymore. Did you know that? It's crazy how you just want to change everything up. You know, I understand the whole, but I'm like, child, imagine you've been doing something for umpteen years, and now you be fumbling what to say, what not to say, because with everything else that's going on. So with that being said, today I realized that I fell in love with people who needed to be loved, not with people who could love me back. And something inside me stopped hurting. Would you have stopped hurting if you heard that? Like, did you immediately stop hurting? Would you stop hurting? Because I'm gonna be honest, right? Somebody told me one day too, was like, you know, do you ever consider that the people, you know, that you were in relationships with, and you know, you thought you were in love, that they needed to love? I'm saying here like, and that's supposed to help how? Like, and immediately, like, I'm saying here like, you was a lie. Something in you did what? Just made like, oh, I never thought of it, looked at it that way, because stop hurting, sweetie. That's a no. That is a no. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that it's more to, but because they did not say anything else in regards to it, I said, I hope people don't realize like, oh, that's how you gonna look at things, because it could be so much more to that could steer people in the wrong direction. So stop saying these little cute little stuff without really backing up what that means. But if you don't know what it means, then child, don't even post it. Like, just, I don't post stuff that I don't, even though you might pick up something different from it, which is fine, but I just can't do that. Like, it's a lot of stuff. But anyway, here's the other one. Now, this other one I laughed at, because I said, well, I never really looked at it that way though, but it was funny. But you know, it is. So anyway, it says a group of people hanging together and not getting money is called a nonprofit organization. And I'm like, to an extent, that is like really true, because all your friends you ain't got to be like getting money with. But how I took that message is to basically saying like, if the only time you get with your friends and y'all just, it's like gossip, y'all talk about somebody, it's always something, some drama, some like, yeah, no. Like, yeah, no. But you could be encouraging, inspiring. You know what I mean? It's like, dang, when I got off the phone with them, you felt uplifted. Like, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. I feel like Yeah. But that was funny to me. I said, oh, I got to save that because really at the end of the day, I said a long time ago, I don't know if y'all was around for this. Some of you may have been, but some may not have been. That I really said you really got to evaluate your friendships. Like I was doing it every year, but now we done got down to every 6 months. And it's like, because some people, like I thought would be, honestly, and again, it's the people that I think will be in my life like for, forever. And I'm coming to find out, and life happens, things happen. I know people say all the time, well, people make mistakes and they go through stuff. That is that yes, they do. And I'm not saying when somebody do one thing, you cut them off, but it's like I think it's the severity of the thing. Because when you have long time friendships, people know how you are. Like if it's a short term, it could have been a misunderstanding. Long time friendships, that's another thing. That's another thing. So I feel like every 6 months, you need to go through your little friends list and see if the friends is still friending or if they foeing, and then you know what you got to do. I'm just serious. I'm telling you. And I'm to the point where like a lot of things, it's like I'm so grateful because I don't be even. It's not even no animosity. I was like, oh okay, oh is that how? That's how we doing things? Not a problem. You know what I mean? That's it. For all the mamas, we had people, when you cut that umbilical cord, they ain't sitting there and doing that. It's one little hold the thing, blip. And guess what? Severed. It's done. That's where I'm at. And like life is too short. I don't have time. If I gotta guess and wonder and think, I'm already a thinker too. You gonna give me something else to think about? Because you moving funny? Oh, you got to go, babes. You got to go. God bless. Got to go. You said my face is. I do make a lot of faces. If y'all see my picture, I only have a few pictures from me from when I was a kid, so I don't even know if I even belong to my parents. Well, I actually do look like my father. I gotta find a picture and I can show you, but child, sometimes I was like, do I really belong to y'all? Because it's too many questions. My birth certificate was wrong. I've been living under a different name. It was a lot going on. And you know what my mom would say? Well, you wanted to take that up with your father because he's the one. So, And those that know, like I said, you already know, well, I ain't gonna get far on that. So I've been trying. It's amazing how, as a person, and I don't know if anybody else had to do, like I literally, it's been like Blue's Clues in my own life. Like I'm trying to find out stuff about me from my life. You know what I mean? And I can't even get it from the two people that contributed to me being here. So I have to wait on the good Lord and be of good courage, and He'll strengthen my heart. Okay, that's how you got to pull on a good book. Because at this point, child. And I think too, a part of like my silliness, because sometimes you just gotta laugh. You get tired of crying, so you just have to laugh because I don't know. If I think you're going to disturb my people. Exactly, Brooke. Like, exactly. Exactly. I said to somebody, you know what? This friendship is costing me too much. And they did not, they like, you don't even be paid. And I was like, you're missing the point. I was like, my peace. Overthinking. I said, it's just not worth it for me. I know they probably feel like. It's funny now, but I was just like, yeah, I can't do this. I wish you all in life. You know what I mean? It ain't even no hard feelings, but babe, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just too many. I'm like, huh? It's too much. It is too much. My friends that really it don't be nothing. It don't be that. Everything just flows. These people, I be like, y'all be on team too much. And y'all don't even giving it ain't worth it. Like, it's just not worth it. So y'all that don't do that. This actually is evaluation time now. We're in July. Yeah, this is the second half of the year. So if you have not done so yet, double check your list because you know some people just can't go to the next level, and this is what it is. So you appreciate the time you had, because one thing I can definitely say about my relationships, that is definitely, I say, you could look at it as an L, like a loss, or you could look at it as a lesson. You know what I mean? So I looked at my things as lessons, honey, and I learned something in the midst of them all. So did I really lose? Nope. Nope, nope. I did not. I know that's right. Wait, what? Her daughter is my goddaughter. Oh wait, you say y'all good and done, like y'all not banging with each other no more? Or y'all saying y'all done, like y'all locked in? I have a friend that I've been friends with for over, I want to say, I think it's 30 years, and it's a guy. Oh, he's still cause I'm about to say my male friends, I still have a, oh, see, that's what I'm saying though. But here's the thing though, if y'all been friends, right? Y'all 6 months apart, and if y'all been friends for a long time, was it from childhood? Because a lot of time our childhood friendships normally wasn't from us. You know what I mean? They either lived on the block, or your mom was friends with their mom, and y'all became friends, type of thing. So some of them friendships don't even be they like forced marriages and stuff. But yeah, even them long-term friendships, like, yeah. It's not like, oh, we had all these years vested, so what? And now you don't. Like, I don't tell nobody to stick around for something now. I was like, reevaluate the situation, but don't be sticking into something because it's been so many years and y'all been so, like, child, that means what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Those be the worst kind. And even too, you have some things y'all break up and it's like nasty. But I'm even to the point of, like, for me, it ain't even got to be nasty. It's just like, we done. And so for me lately, it was two people I just had to release, because one was, well, they both like equally in their own right, was really trying to really trying to take me somewhere else, but I decided to do the higher road too. I ain't even get into my bag. I just was like, okay. That was one of mine, bro. This person though, and when I say I'm a person that don't, I share what I share, but there are some things that were like literally that I would have took to the grave. So this one of the people I had to release. It was one of those that know all my stuff, and I ain't worried about like things they gonna say, because it's not even on nothing like that. It's just the way they went about doing what they did that said everything to me. Like, even if I would have told y'all the story, you might not would have gotten it. It's for the people that know how we were, that know, like, no. It's one of those things where, yeah, you gotta know to know that was some nasty work. Like, that was some, but I was like, so I had to really rearrange. I had to really do some stuff, and it is what it is. And again, I ain't gonna sit here and be like, yeah, that, and that, because it ain't even like that. And I still got love for the person, but that okay, and I spelled the OKAY, also translated into DONE. That's why I spelled it like, it's always a way of, I don't be doing that on purpose, but it's just how my thing is. I was like, yeah, we're done. Done. It was like, it's not even one of those, it's just done. Hey, Shamir. So yeah, do them evaluations, y'all. Don't say I ain't never told you. Got to evaluate because people, you know, stuff happens and people just gotta do them evaluations, honey. Because I definitely was one of them friends to the end type people. Like, you know what I mean? I got love for my friends. I love my friends. But you're not going to, don't take my kindness for a weakness. But then, you know, also time too. Sometimes it's just time for people to go. They weren't, even though we might think people was meant to stay for a long time, they may, you know, they weren't. So you just take what you can from it and move on. And that's what we got to do. He was beef. We stopped. Girl, where is BK? I'm trying to figure out, cause child, you definitely wasn't Burger King, so I don't know what. Sometimes these little, I'm like, okay, y'all done got me. I guess I'm telling my age, cause I don't know what is BK. Broken heart. I don't know. Listen. I ain't even gonna sit here and act like I do know, friend. You gonna have to spell that out for me, or let somebody else can help me out. Oh, you was straight up okay. Okay, excuse me. Okay. I'm sorry. She said, oh, straight up. I know that's right. Yeah. It gets like that. It gets like that. These last two, I think because I have said so much and talked so much. One of them is like they know me so well that the way that they respond, that half-assed response, and it was kind of like you trying to insult my intelligence type thing. The other person, it was like, yo, I'm about. I mean, if I knew Portuguese, I would say it in Portuguese. Like, how many times do I got to say the same thing over and over again? So when I get to a point where I'm just not talking no more at all, yeah, that's done. And then it's kind of like, I don't even know you, type thing. And it's not a intentional thing. It's just something that happens. That is just how I am. I'm like, when I'm done, it's like I never even knew you, Jerry. And I just go on by my business. So, I don't know. But yeah, do them evaluations because just people be changing up. And we living in some times now that I even got to be checking on myself and make sure. Because I do check in with myself too. I be like, girl, you dead wrong for that. Or it's like, nah, stand on that. Yeah, we not going back. No, stand firm on that. I be talking to myself because I got to gather myself too sometimes. So, all right, so we had the wrong sides together, and so now you see the seam on the right side, and now I'm going to enclose that by flipping it over. So that way, then I'm going to, dang, this thing is like, so then I'm going to sew that down. I know a little jinky right there to enclose that that seam. And then you have the French seam. So yeah. And it's going to be a pain because this fabric plus these little dots on here is really not helping out the situation. But we're going to, I need to honestly like press it down. But I need to get it to, I think it's going to be better for me to do it with my hand and kind of somebody do it that way, but these little dots not really helping the matters none at all. So yeah, this was the part that was going to take the longest. So imagine if we would have did this for all of them, we would have still probably been working on the one side. This princess, I'm about to say princess seams. French seams ain't no joke, honey. But we only had this one to do, so we'll be all right. Let me see, because I had wrote down, was that everything I wanted to, oh, this was another thing, because I said, let me ask y'all, so my Google account, like, I'm not super techie, I'm just, but my Google account said I don't have no more storage, and I already paid monthly for it, about my email. Do y'all know what is a workaround to that? Do we have any, like, experts here that's on technology? Because I don't want to delete my attachments, because Tydri was telling me if I delete, they said if you delete those attachments in your email, if I delete that, then it will delete it'll completely delete my stuff. Instead of just deleting the attachment, it'll still delete it out my phone. So do anybody know? I know this is definitely not. I said, well, let me ask the folks. My mom always say you have not because you ask not. So I'm asking. Because I only got to the 16 and they said, child, you ain't going to get no more emails after that. So you better figure it out. Otherwise, I'm going to have to upgrade my thing and now have more storage. But I'm like, well, why? I guess I have like so many emails I never even opened. But I'm like, do anybody know about that? Please help a sister out if you do. Because I don't know. And if you don't know, it's okay too. I just figured I'd ask. Because I've been trying to go. And I actually have this little thing for my phone to take off like all my pictures and stuff like that. Just to get, like to clear up some storage on my phone. Because I do have over 40,000. I have a lot of photos. I have over 40,000 photos on my phone. A lot of them, I'm pretty sure a lot of them is duplicates and redoing stuff, and not deleting the old. But I need to clear that out too. But I know it's like a way to be able to done. They be get it done. They be trying to get you with buying this and buying that. I remember this guy when I was in the Apple store one time. He was telling me that you don't need to even need all these gigabytes. That's how they get you, just to get you to pay more money. Because I guess I guess for people that don't know what to do, they just use that storage. But it's like you really don't need to. But I should have been paying more attention. But I was like, yeah, just give me my phone, sir. But this was years ago. Now I'm behind. I'm like, oh, if I've known him now, I could be like, excuse me. But y'all, I'm just still doing the back seam, the French seam. This overlay part was going to be the thing. Dang, ain't nobody saying nothing. Y'all still there. Y'all doing stuff like, girl, get somebody else to do it. We don't know, Aisha. We don't know. I know this thing be having a delay. But no, if y'all really don't know, it's, it's fine. I'll figure something out. But I figure, like, why do extra brain work if y'all know what to do? know. So I'm still pinning. You said you just pay. Right. That's what I feel like I'm about to be doing. But I feel like I'm being bamboozled though. I just canceled something else. I had Google Space for Business. I'm like paying darn, and they keep going up on their thing. I'm like, what am I even? Why do I even have this? I don't do Google. What is it? Chat and all that stuff. I don't even use none of that. I don't know what made. I probably signed up for it thinking I needed it for something, and I've had it for quite some time. But those little things add up. So. Not you, but bruh, we need to hang out. Let me come down to Florida. Cause you showing off, and I ain't even mad at you, girl. I would have had a glass of wine with you, and I don't even like wine. Well, I do. I like the I like red wine. It has to be sweet. It tastes like grape juice. If it tastes like anything else outside of that, no thank you. Cause I'm not a wine girl. But you know, it's like the atmosphere, the ambiance. It's like. But then I'll pour some vodka into it to, you know. But it be wine though. It be wine vodka. No, I was saying that my Gmail like account, it was saying that I have no more storage. And I pay already monthly for the 200, is it gigabyte, megabytes, whatever it is. So I said the next one is $10 a month. I said, that is, I don't need for email just to be, no, there gotta be a better way. And so I'm like, is there a workaround with doing that? Because it's saying if I don't do something, I'm not gonna get no emails after the 16th. And that's what my regular account. So I was like, I gotta do something because that's where the school stuff, like everything comes to that email. Not business, that has a whole different email. But yeah, I was like, but it's, you know, when you send attachments and stuff, it's saying a lot of it's through attachments. But if I delete the attachments, then I don't want it to delete all of my pictures or videos, whatever it was that I was sending. I don't want it to delete it out of my phone. Just delete the darn attachment. Girl, that's a lot of stuff. It's saying I do be deleting stuff, but it's nowhere near enough, apparently. That's what they saying. You said pay for, yeah, like, you said back it up on a hard, I do have 2 external hard drives. Like, how do you do that? It just seems like I gotta get my glasses and be like a fake Geek Squad or something. I don't like what. I don't know, because I had the thing where you could put it to your phone and take your stuff off of there. Never tried it. I got a new phone. I don't even know if that thing gonna work on my new phone. Like if it's the pieces there. But I had that for my phone. I have an external hard drive. Both of them I think is terabytes. But yeah, I need to, because I need to do something. I need to get it together. Now that's one part of my life that I really do need to get together, because it's definitely planned. And every time I go on my email, it pops right up at that red little box like, excuse me. Yeah, don't forget. Do not forget, because you snooze, you lose. So I don't want that to happen. All right, y'all, we finally got it done. So now I'm just sewing it down so we can close that French seam. And that was like the hardest part. Wait, AOL? I guess AOL is still around. Remember Yahoo? Yo, I remember getting Yahoo. Like, oh, child, listen here. Let me go back to, do I still got an AOL? Because I think my thing was the same on everywhere. So, shoot, I ain't laughing. I'm just like, this is crazy. I tell you, they find a way. Because I know back in the day, you ain't not had to pay for nothing. They find a way to make, I said, everybody out here trying to make a coin on everything. Everything. Hey, Sets. Exactly. That's my point, Tydre. Like, that's what I'm for. I'm like, everything will come. Anything you ever think of will be able to go through the email. So I was like, and I know they're not playing. I know they're not playing. So I might just, it's just that I was like, man, I just canceled something to now turn around. And I just paid for, I was paying for storage monthly, and they had a thing where you could pay it for the year that was much cheaper. And so I wound up doing that. I said, but it was further down the list of all the things you could do. So I said, oh, they've been playing me all this time. But when I got that extra storage, I thought that would have been enough. And now that somehow filled up. But I have several different accounts, so I don't know why it's not. I feel like I need to call somebody at Google. They playing around too much. They playing. Oh, are you serious? Say less. Let me go here. I'm about to set me up a Yahoo, AOL, because I'm like, I felt like back in the day, I ain't never had that issue. And then we get on Gmail. That's what they said. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Yup. It's a gotcha. That's what it is. That's the real thing. It's gotcha. Shit. I remember when I had my BMW, I renamed it Bring My Wallet. That's what BMW stand for. Cause child, it was never no little thing with the BMW. Now what I did like, cause I had an older one, so you go take it and they go to do the diagnostics on your car and all that, so they give you another one to ride for the day. Every time they did that for my car, it's always like $7,000 worth of stuff that, you know, could potentially get fixed. Go fly kite. It's not happening, but thank you for letting me ride in this nice little BMW for the day. They be straight tripping. So I be pumping around my little Kia Sportage, child. It's holding on. And I ain't never see, this be that say, what did they used to say? They was like, don't ever say now. I was like, you'll never catch me in no, you won't see me in no Kia. You know how Kia be like, I see you in the Kia. I'm like, not me. And guess who's been riding it faithfully for years? My little Kia Sportage been holding up for a sister. And even after I was clowning it, it still held up for you. So I said, I'm so sorry, Kia. I know we wasn't even friends then, but you know what I'm saying. And especially with track, I got all this stuff in my car. I was like, let that thing hold out. When I get my luxury car, it ain't going to be none of that. None of that going on. But, yeah, right now I got chairs, this, that, all this stuff. You said you get a new... Exactly, yeah. You be like, oh, this how this is? This how everything goes? Is this what luxury is? Ew. Ooh, it's nice though, like how, you know, things have evolved over the years, but right now, then I get back in my car and just be like, I don't shade it. I'm like, come on, you know what I mean? We don't got no fast pickup, but we rolling. When we roll, We be rolling though. But we, you know, we gotta take time. We gotta warm up a little bit. We just can't be out there purr. That car ain't going nowhere. Okay. But my little baby been holding up for a girl. So we just gonna go ahead and tell the Lord thank you. But I'm gonna show y'all the scene in a second. It be so pretty. It's just work, more work, but it be pretty though. Y'all can see it right there a little bit. So I just want to press it using my little handy dandy. This thing, I need to get the other one because I ain't trying to burn. I don't know what these little stickers. I'm just gonna call them stickers. Woo! I just want to touch it a little bit, but not too much because I don't know. We don't want these little stickers to come off. We don't want. Well, it seems like it's laying better to that side. Oh, it probably depends on the. I guess I probably should have tried to take those little stickers off where to see. That would have been the thing to do. If this was Carol was on here, she would have did that. But she not on here. For today video, we're doing this. Cause that. So let me see if I can so can y'all see that how it encloses that? So this is the wrong side. This is the right side. I mean, I still feel like they should have just kept it with no back seam because I don't see the point. Like the dress doesn't even have the dress was cut on the fold. So this to me should have been the same way too. Like it just should have been the same way. But it was not. So what we gonna do now is hold on, I'm gonna press this dress out just a little bit because it is a little on the wrinkly side. I probably will use my steamer for that the out overlay to get some of those but this dress, let me just touch it a little bit with this. Alright. I didn't realize all these commercials was happening. I'm like, what is that? What is going on? But y'all, we almost done. We want to attach it at the top part. Because I'm probably going to have to do like a hemi jimmy joint for the you know I'm not doing that on here. You saw how long it took us to get that French seam for that one. So but this is gonna be a cute little something even though I messed up on the side. So this ain't gonna last forever, but it's alright. Yes, I press my knits. Because you know what? If it's wrinkled, it can be pressed. Okay? And I'm just doing a quick one just to get, this is really bad, just to get a lot of those out. But this thing was super wrinkled. So we want to make sure. Okay, so right sides together. Which side is it's the front? Okay. So front and back. y'all see like these yellows are completely two different yellows. All right, that's the front. So oh, I think I was supposed to. Didn't I say I was supposed to press something before? I think this will be the time. What I was supposed to do. Where the heck was it at? Right here. Tone show the edges. I don't see mine. So let me do that. I was supposed to press them under. Along the seam. And I'm just eyeballing it, y'all. Don't do this at home. Don't try this at home. Familiar. All right, the other two. Shamir, are you still on here? I got a question about that top you made. But I don't want to ask if she's not on here. Because I have that, but a part of it looks like, I couldn't see it on, it didn't look like it pulled, but it looked like it pulls funny in that back part. But I didn't see that when, damn, it shouldn't that have been pressed the other way? Did I just sit here and press these the wrong way? Right side, no. Oh, okay. So that top that you made, right? There's no, it's all knit. Does it pull funny? Like when you tie it, does it give you a gap in the back? Yeah, the one that you just, that I was like, oh, I have that. And you was like, you can do it in an hour. I don't know, it's something about it that just was like, Did the back lay flat? Maybe I had to look at, because I saw your thing, I think, when I was walking, and so I be a glare out there, so I couldn't really peep the full. But do it be any issue? All right, how the hell they do this? The fry size printed overlay at neck. Base stitch pivot. So is this part supposed to be sticking? No, it should go. It would need to go the opposite way. I don't see why. I think I pressed it the wrong way. That's what I think I did. So we're just going to flip it the opposite way, because otherwise that will show, and that's not what we want. Oh, the little keyhole. I'm gonna have to look at it and see which. Yeah, because I know yours, it was definitely fitted. So I was like, well, maybe that's gonna be the trick. Because even on a girl, look like I feel like LaShawn made that, but I don't even remember how hers looked. That was so long. You know what? I don't think I that was one of her real long ones that I was out, so I didn't get a chance to. Because I'm like, I know she made it too, but I don't remember. That was a long time ago. I feel like that this is supposed to go down though.
Actors, we can make you
That's
believe
what I
what
feel
we're
like.
doing, when in fact, we do not. Oops, I have no idea what these buttons do. I've never driven a stick in my life, but my heart is full yet. Small business owner, because I have no idea what I'm doing. But GoDaddy Arrow does, using AI to build a
So
logo,
I'll check into
website,
that
and social
because that
content.
top is cute.
Goggins goggle glasses, because if your goggles ain't goggins, they don't belong on your noggin. With GoDaddy Arrow, it's like you know what you're doing.
That was corny. All right, y'all. We at the home stretch. We are at the home stretch. Pinning this around. Let's hope I do this right, y'all. Because, I mean, this is an easy thing. But sometimes, like I said, on live, the most easiest stuff to do, my brain be like, trying to make it be more difficult than it is. So, it's saying with right sides up. I'm just like, this ain't right. What do you mean with right sides up? So yeah, I gotta meaning that the right it should be the right side of the overlay, the wrong side of the overlay to the right side of the dress. It's clearly I was about to jack that up big top. I was like, this ain't right. Ooh, I was about to jack it up for nothing. So let's do this again, friends, shall we? That's the back. Here go the front. I said, Houston, we had a problem. That was about to be so wrong. All right, so this should be turned down this way. And we're going to oh, you said it wasn't the plan. That was an entry for child. So many things was going on. Like I said, the BSM one is extended. Of course, y'all know hackathon, pattern hackathon is all month. And I sure hope to see y'all some bitches. Somebody gonna do some bids wear. Shamir, that's right up your alley. You like doing stuff like that, but I know you got a lot of stuff going on, child. So as everybody does. I think this is how this is. Oh wait, you're one of them. I'm about to say that's not over yet, but you're one of the ambassadors. right? So yeah, I said I was going to do that. That's my, is that next week's live pattern? A simplicity one? Yep, so that's my pattern I had for next week so I can enter into hers. But yeah, braces is Anchor and denim, which is something I generally always have. So I think that's it. Oh, okay. Okay. I know that's right. Ain't no point in continuing on. Because, like what I did last week, I said, child, I looked at that today. It was like, oh, we will not be continuing on with this. But because it's so much fabric, I'm going to use it. I could probably make a cute top or something from that fabric since it's so much of it. But I was like, I don't really like it like that. Just put any more time into it. It wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. So I'm not gonna waste no more time on it. It wasn't like horrible, but it's definitely not. Mm-mm. It did not pass the vibe check. So I got a blazer pattern that's been sitting on my board up there for a year. Have not. It's like a. All right. I see the light. We are almost there. Well, I don't know why I don't like the way how this part is though. But okay. Y'all. Oh. This ain't right either. This is not right. Wanna know why? Because if I do it like this, what is up with my brain? You know what? And this is where I did not get annoyed because this is too easy to be. Oh, I hate when this happens. Y'all know what I'm getting ready to do? Like I did before, is pin it and show y'all because it has to be flipped. It has to be. I'm irked. So you know what I'm getting ready to do? This is what I'm getting ready to do. It can't be pinned like that. But now I'm trying to see if you flip it. You see how I be trying to figure it out in my head. because this front part, I'm trying to see how this front part gonna go. After I did all that, and it lined up so nice. Oh gosh. I'm hurt. Ooh, hurt. This should not, this is one of the easiest. When I say it's only 11 steps, there should be no way. Why? But sometimes when these instructions be having me feeling like I'm borderline retarded. And it's still, if we do that, yeah, when you flip it over, it's still going to be.
Sell to your customers anywhere.
They say go with your first mind, because I definitely had it right the first time.
Online,
And I talked myself right on out of it.
and on the go.
But I'm like, you got to close up the sides.
Sell the way you want. Powered by Shopify.
Thank you, Armina. I know that's right. Y'all, come on, like the live while I'm sitting here
With Google Workspace,
taking myself through unnecessary.
email account with your own
This thing only have 11 steps. There is no reason why I should be hung up on this like this. But it happens when we go. That's why I be trying to find the most easiest thing to do, like a no-brainer. And my brain will find a way to just keep it a little interesting. Because there's, I promise you, I sew better than this. Oh my goodness, I promise you I do. I really do. Today is not going that well, but I really do. But I'm like, it has to flip over, because otherwise you're going to be able to see everything we got going on right here. So take 3, I think this is. Jesus. Not Armenia. Tigery. And you know, I know you be like, what the heck? But it looked like to me like, what the hell is going on? Girl, you know how it is. You know how it is. I'm tired. See how when Shabir said she tossed it to the side? That's what I be doing. I be feeling like, because this honestly, yeah, really easy. I was like, oh, this should be, but it's just I be on here doing it, be doing. It's like right sides up. Just say right sides. The hell is right sides up? But if you flip it though, but see, that's my thing though. That's still not. So you know how you gotta reverse. That's still not right. I'ma pin it, y'all, so y'all can see it together. And it just ain't. And it's probably one dumb thing. Remember how I used to do the pants? Y'all remember when I did them pants that time? And then it took me forever how to put the one leg into the side of the other leg. I just thought that was so odd because I've never done that before. It's like one of those moments where I just, my brain is not letting me comprehend what is supposed to be happening here. So what we're going to do, which is so creepy. I'm like irked because... But I don't know why I'm not. It's just not registering for me. What the heck I'm supposed to do? Friend, don't be laughing. Cause now I'm irked. Like it's like this is this thing is an easy But for whatever reason, I don't know why I'm not. Now tomorrow I'll be like, oh girl, you big dummy. But for tonight, but I still want to give a visual. But I don't like the fact, like, I be wanting to get things done so y'all can see, like, oh, okay. Don't be like, child, you shouldn't be finishing these things. But no, even if I don't get them done on here, for the most part, I will say I do come back and show y'all the mates, though. I'll eventually wear them or post them. You gotta at least give me that. It may not all get done that night, because, child, But I do come back and show. So what we gonna do with this? Like, I don't know why I'm not, it's just not freaking registering to me. Like, I'm dumb. But what we can do is pin this bad boy right on up, as if that was done. That's us. And I can't stand how this fabric feels. Ooh, I don't like, you know, this is the type of fabric that they be putting them little candies in. Ugh! I shouldn't have said something, so now it's gonna make me now. I ain't said nothing, but I'm just starting to feel a, oh. And I don't like that shh, that, That's why I ain't care for stockings, you know, that shh, like, nope. No, I'm not wearing no stocking. I don't like that sound. And this is with this fabric in. I know, but here's the thing is, Shamir, I can't figure out, like, it's not registering to me because it has to flip out to the other side. And in my head, like, I know it goes, but it's not. You said not the candy for. Yes, this is what it feels like. I'm like, ugh, I hate that. Like, so I'm about to give y'all the bootleg version of it because I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it was going to be. Bottom line. So hold on, because I cannot. My brain is like, and because it really is a This thing is not hard to do, but I've been up since 6 in the morning, doing stuff, and so I'm tired. All right, hold on. This is stupid. Well, it is not working.
These are the 3 things I would do if I was starting a YouTube channel in 2025. Number 1, I would get clarity on who exactly is my YouTube channel for and what problem does my YouTube channel solve. Number 2, I would develop an actual strategy. The mistake a lot of people make is they focus on short-term tactics.
I need to open this arm up too. This thing wasn't even going. This organza piece all tight, like. So y'all get the idea of what it was gonna look like? Ain't that gonna be cute? But it's all this organza. I should have made that super bigger. It's all tight. I'm gonna have to open up this arm right here, bring that one down. Like, it's really playing in my. So it's a good thing I didn't have it on there because it's not even. Well, I don't know. I think it's meant to kind of go like that. But ain't that cute? Oh shit! Now I feel like I could be at somebody's cabaret or something.
But the
Little
problem
shake my
is,
little
you
fell
need so
tip.
many views if you're gonna make significant money to go
I
part-time,
don't know.
full-time on YouTube,
But that's,
whatever it is. So
once
ultimately,
I figure it out, now I got to get it done. But see, I got to open this arm up because my arm can't breathe. And they don't even have no sleeves on there. It's like a little bit too tight.
is the key to consistent success.
Oh, and I really like it too.
These are the 3 things.
I'm gonna have to shimmy, shimmy, bang, bang. I'm gonna have to figure.
I'm hosting an event.
Oh my goodness, it's so
Every single day, you'll learn
cute.
something. Every single day, we're
I
gonna-
feel like my underskirt though needs to be a little shorter. It's giving very modern, like
And it's entirely free.
I could have it kind of be up there. You know what I mean? I think I want it higher up. What y'all think? You know what I mean? I'm grown. Shit. But what y'all think? What y'all saying? Aren't they going? Because they're two separate colors. That's what I was saying. Like, don't believe the hot. Like, when I tell you this, one yellow is super bright and this is like mustard, but they go well together. So, hey, Shishi. But yeah, y'all, so I got it because it's tight. Like, I don't know what. Did y'all ever answer me? Is this organza? You know, I don't know fabric. But we going to call that the candy wrapper. So the candy wrapper is a little, it's a little tight. It's kind of, it's trying to really mess up my flow here. But I'm gonna open this arm up a little bit right here. So that's going to give me a little something, something. And I think that's going to work. It's just the arm part because everything else is doing what it's supposed to do. But this sharp, y'all, I feel like I can get, you know what I mean? Get my fan, get outside. Ooh, I love it. Now, see, this is so different from last week. This is giving like, all right, now where I can go. I'm going to get this made so did y'all say I should hike it up? I thought it was organza. I thought so because I was creating this other video to talk about the fabric. So I said, I think it's organza, but don't give me the line because I'm not a fabric person. Like that's not my specialty. I just know how to work the fabrics, but don't ask me what they are. I don't know. But I think it is, but we're going to call it the candy wrapper though. You say, yeah, I know you would like a mini. I get because it's kind of long. Like, and I even like, because it's supposed to be semi-fit. Like, I don't want it to be fitty because you know your girl ain't curvy any damn way. But nonetheless, I like the little rum. I don't want it to be tight. But I feel like I need to bring it up to like here though. So how many inches is that? How many inches do y'all suggest to bring up? Okay. So we have a ruler here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What y'all think? How many inches up? Yeah, I'm gonna do a mini. I think it's a little long. Not y'all got my whole head in this. Thank you, Sabs. I just gotta figure out how to connect this part. You know what I had to do is reverse engineer it. So you see how it's like this? I don't know why I couldn't just get that. It needs to be flipped. Like, I don't know. But once I unpin it, I'm gonna get it together. But my brain is just not allowing me. But I'm glad it did happen because I need to open this up. You see how I was even cutting right there? I'm gonna have to open. Once I open this, give me more space here. The rest of it'll be fine. You said 5? Not 2 inches. Friend, hey, Dr. Jen, 2 inches is giving church. It has to be. I thought 4 was kind of like, okay. You remember, Shamir, we still got to hem it. But yeah, so 5 would be up. That's like up to here. This is 5 though. So that ain't bad though. That's wrong. That's giving very much. Shamir be knowing her thing. She said 3 or 4. Yeah. So, but this was 5 though. So this would be, I guess, I'm just slightly but sure moving it down. So from the knee, from my knee to right here is 7 inches. I'm just saying this doesn't come all the way down to my knee. But I'm just saying, like, this is from where that is. This comes down to, this is where it's at right now. It's, well, shit, it's almost at my knee. I'm like, this too long. This is very much like, I'm going up to yonder. We don't want that. We're not trying to be with the Lord like that just yet. But, yeah. So, but I do feel like it does need to come up. And I'm going to fix that. So now I'm hyped, y'all. Now I'm hyped because I knew it was going. Like, you know how you had them there? I'm like, I knew it was going to be cute. I just knew it. I knew it would. I knew. But, yeah. Ain't no cootie. Ain't nothing falling out, child. You said cut 3 and him an inch. Okay. All right. Okay. You said too high? Yeah, okay. That's what I was saying originally, like 3 to 4 inches. Because, so hold on, where my rules go? Because it was just too, it's too short, it's just too long. So this is 4 inches right here. This 4 inches. Y'all see that? I tried to turn it up. This is about 4, that's 4 inches. Without it starting to fall back down, but yeah. So, I'll play around with it and then, but it's definitely gonna come up more than what is at now, because it's like at my knee, and that is ain't it. But I gotta cut open this armhole because that armhole is giving, it's too tight. This candy wrapper. That's what it remind me. Put some candy in there. You know how they put it in that little bag. But anyway. All right, y'all. So, yes, I don't know. This is an oldie, but so this is what I did. McCall 7594. I did view D right here. And yeah. So I'm gonna have to definitely, now this armhole, this part is fine because it's stretchy, but it's not, it is not gonna work with the organza. That joint is tight, it's too tight. So I'm gonna have to drop it down like probably like a ½ inch or so to give me room, and that should probably open up the rest of it, and then we should be good to go from there. So, but I will finish this because it's cute. So I gotta come finish. Jill, what's the mean face for? Oh, you said don't listen to. Oh, never mind. I see why. The ruching, no, I don't want, because it's the overlay. It's really about the overlay with the dress just hanging just underneath it. Is pretty much, it's like, hey, we don't want you to be naked. But I feel like the ruching it'll be going against each other. So I would definitely want to keep it straight. But yeah. So I'll definitely do that. I'll play around between the 3 and 4 inches because I definitely think that's why I did the floral length, because I wanted the overlay to be long and then the dress not to be like a mini, but just a little bit shorter than what they got going on here. That's a little bit too long. Plus, I wear little shorts under my dresses anyway. I still always do. It's just, it's just something that I do. So, well, it just depends, because if you can see it, then I don't do it. But for the most part, I put shorts on under my dresses and skirts or whatever. But yeah, so don't worry, this one will get finished because I really like it. This is what it's all about when you get that. So now we have one. So now we're 1 and 1, because last week it was a total no. Y'all won't be seeing that. Don't worry. Y'all might see that fabric somewhere else, because I think I still want to use that fabric. I might make a shirt or something, but that jumps. I just decided today that it did not make the cut. So that's it, y'all. So thank y'all so much. Next week, well, y'all see the video of flirting around somewhere. Next week, I will be doing, there go your ruching, well, fake ruching, but it's in a sense of, I'll be doing this next week, this version right here, so I can enter into the kiss, keep it simple, keeping simplicity, sis, Jimmy joint. So that's what we'll be doing next week for that. But my idea is to, I'll see how it goes. I might want to try to make this into a dress. Now this won't be, it ain't gonna be a long one, it's super short, but it just depends on how this part go. So that way I can also enter that into the keep it simple, stupid too. I could do that. You know what I mean? You try to get two for the price. That's how you gotta, you know, I gotta work it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be like, I gotta intertwine these things. I don't got the time to try to do the set and sew all those things. So that was the plan for that. But yes, so hopefully next week will be a good one too. And yeah, that's about it, y'all. Because your girl need to get in the shower and do her thing. But thank y'all so much. Dr. Jen, I'm like, it's nice seeing you, even though I can't see you technically, but you get what I mean. Shishi, thank you for, like, you late, ma'am. You late. That's what Shishi be like. Why are you late? But I know, Shishi, you back to work now. I know you be getting ready for work. So thank you for the drive-by, for dropping in. Y'all, as y'all know always, thank y'all so much for being here every week with me, because I know y'all could be doing other stuff, but y'all be still showing up for me. And I definitely appreciate it. I know you like, girl, you say that every week, and I will, and did, and will, because I do. I appreciate it. I do appreciate y'all for showing love. So, oh, you said you've been here. Did I miss you? Did you say something, or did you just slide in? Because you know you good for that. You be sliding right on in and just be like, I've been here. Y'all just didn't know I was here. That's what you be saying. Like, of course we ain't know you was here unless you said you was here. So, but anyway, Shishi. All right. Oh, other two. I cut the outfit out, Shishi. I didn't get a chance to, but I cut everything out, and I cut everything out. So we shall see. And I got the this is the ring that I got to do it. It's Shishi's fault. So this is my old ring. So that's what I'm gonna be using to do it. But everything is cut. I just gotta get around to doing it. And I hope it's cute. I hope it's cute. But because that fabric is cute. But yeah. But anyway, y'all. All right, y'all. That's it. Thank y'all. I will see y'all next week. But until then, make it a good one. Have a good night. All right, see y'all. I can't wait to see it too, child. All right, y'all. See you.